Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome to this little periscope. I'm so glad you managed to join me. We've got a couple of people jumping on. How are you doing? Welcome. Type something in the chat so I know you're there. Give me some taps so I know that you're alive. We're going to be covering some awesome content over the next sort of half an hour. Hey, who's that? Hey, Stunning Purple. Hey, Zach. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Jack. Hey, Dino. Hey, Amazon. Hey, Rupak. Hey, guys. Hey, AJ. Hey, Trish. How you doing? All right? Talking to you from Windsor. I'm staying in a nice little hotel. Got my setup ready for tonight. We're going to be cranking out a webinar at 8 PM. It's going to be really, really exciting actually, guys. I'm super excited about tonight. I've got a lot of content. What I'll do is get the link up ready for you. We're going to wait for a few people to dive in, answer a few questions, and then we're going to actually do some live online arbitrage training so I can show you guys exactly how to find profitable stuff anywhere on any website that sells things online so you can actually resell it on Amazon and generate some money. Now we're going to be going quite deep into how to analyze this stuff and make sure you're not making a loss, make sure your stuff's going to sell, make sure you're making a profit after all Amazon's fees, and also make sure it sells as soon as physically possible. I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks that I've used that have been invaluable to make sure that I'm not buying stuff that's going to keep changing all the time, that looks good right now and then in the future all of a sudden it doesn't make me any money or the price drops. I'm going to show you how to avoid those common problems that a lot of Amazon sellers, run into. And if you know a few of these tricks, guys, what happens is you feel a lot more confident with your business. You get results because you've actually done the due diligence and you've looked at all of the analytics available to you. And then what happens is you get better results and you actually continue with the business and, you don't give up really early on. So this is really crucial material for you guys, and I'm so excited to actually have the opportunity to share it with you. So let me just type this here for you on my laptop so you can see. If you haven't already signed up for it, you can have a little look at the registration page, get going, because tonight is going to be awesome. That's basically where I'm going to be teaching you how to apply all this stuff, not only just to make a couple pounds here and there, but make it consistent, start generating an income stream, and how to do it from anywhere in the world. And Amazon says selling stock would be a start. Well, that is definitely a start, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it right now. So if you haven't registered already, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar. We've got a masterclass starting at 8 PM. So this is like a nice little warm-up session where I introduce you to, this is where I'm going to be hosting the webinar, just here in this seat right here. And on this computer with this mic, you'll be able to join me at 8 o'clock, and we're going to be talking about how to build a lifestyle business that you can run from anywhere. You might notice right now that I'm not at home. I'm in a hotel. I'm traveling around. I'm off to Sweden, next month. I've been to Malaysia. My business is still running from there. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to show you a few little tips and tricks that you can actually use right now to get the ball rolling. So guys, give me some likes if you want me to start searching for profitable items and show you how I do it. So double tap that screen if you want me to get going, and if I get enough. Okay, there's a good stream there. Awesome. Great stuff, guys. All right, let's get going. Let's have a look. So, good stuff, guys. I've got my laptop here. Let me know if you can see what's on the screen pretty well. Does it look pretty clear? Can you see? Let me know what website's right there. If you can tell me what website's right there, then I'll know that you can see the screen okay. So just type in the chat what website I'm on. Tesco. Okay, good stuff. You can read what's on the screen. Nice. Awesome. Good response, guys. I love it when you interact. It makes me feel that I'm not just talking to my phone like a lunatic. So what we're going to do on the Tesco website, this is somewhere where everyone can shop, right? I mean, you don't have to be in some crazy contract with a supplier to shop on Tesco's and find stuff that's going to make you money. You don't need secret suppliers and wholesalers everywhere to buy on Tesco. Johnny asks if I'm affiliated with them. Not yet, but there's still time. So I'm going to go straight over to clearance. Why am I going there? Well, obviously that's where all the cheap stuff is. Usually. I mean, one thing you do want to remember with these suppliers, guys, is that sometimes when they say there's a sale on, you know, they are actually just lying. Like sometimes they fabricate sales, say something's really cheap when actually it's not. It hasn't been reduced at all. So that's why we've got to do price comparison and make sure we're buying stuff that's genuinely cheap, not just jumping the gun at a 70% sale and then realizing it's not actually on sale. So what I'm going to do now, this is completely unrehearsed, guys, so I might not find anything for the first, you know, 10 minutes or something. Hopefully we'll stumble across something that can be, I'm just going to plug my charger in, can be nice and profitable for you. So let's just start going. I'm literally going to go to any random category. It's best to start off with a category you know you can sell from. Toys is always good because it's just nice and simple. There's no restrictions or anything like that. Just have a look around. So you might think, this Lego thing here, is it going to make me any money? Well, it's selling for £39.99 on Tesco's. It's been reduced from 50 quid, right? Okay, so we're going to copy and paste the title into Amazon. You can see the exact same title here from Tesco's, £39.99, and I guarantee it's probably going to be selling for the same price on Amazon. Okay, £40.85. So a lot of the stuff that you find, guys, is going to be like that. And what you need to do is keep doing this until you find good stuff. And if you keep going, maybe just put in like half an hour a day or something, 45 minutes a day. Sooner or later, you're going to have a whole database full of stuff that actually sells. That's the way it works. After a while, you're going to have things that really start to begin to make you money. So I'm just going to keep copying and pasting this stuff in here and trying to find things where there's a price difference. So this one here is £35 on Tesco's. Go over to Amazon and try and find the same one. And look, it looks like it's actually cheaper. I'm trying to keep the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we are. I think it's actually cheaper on Amazon. So we just keep going. Try and look for stuff. My Friend Kayla interactive doll. Okay, it's £19.99. Supposedly reduced from £50. I'm going to click on the page here. My Friend Kayla interactive doll. Make sure you're definitely looking at the same product. So check out the picture, copy the title into Amazon like this. And look, it's selling for 30 quid. Okay, so we found something for £20 on Tesco's, selling for £10 more on Amazon, right? So look, we've instantly found something that looks like it might make us a little bit of profit. Okay, after about how long? 2 minutes. Okay, so we know there's a price difference there. There's a bit of a margin. We can make a bit of a profit there. But are we going to stop there and just buy 500 of these, send them into our account and just, you know, pray? No, of course not. We're much smarter than that. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is actually get a breakdown of Amazon's fees. See how much they're charging. And make sure that you're going to be making a profit after all of those fees are taken into account. So I'm going to click on this page here on Amazon where it says My Friend Carla. It's £30 being sold by Amazon themselves, which isn't a problem. I'm going to go to this bar at the top here and type in Fba Calculator UK. Okay, Fba Calculator UK. What this is going to bring up is an awesome tool that we can use to actually get a breakdown of how much Amazon are going to charge you for all their fees. So Fba Calculator on Seller Central pulls up a search bar. We're going to grab the ASIN, okay, from the URL at the top there. This is this little number with B00. You can also find it in the additional information over there as B00 something something something. Copy and paste it into the search bar, and what will happen is you'll get to the product really, really quick. There we are, so you can see it's that one. We're going to go to Amazon fulfillment because I teach you guys to learn how to sell with Amazon FBA. Remember, I don't want you to be sending stuff in a post office to customers and things because it just doesn't make any sense, right? You want Amazon to be doing your fulfillment for you. So make sure you come on the webinar tonight if you don't understand how that stuff works, right? So we're going to be using Amazon fulfillment. Type in the price that it's selling for on Amazon, which was £30 if I remember correctly, and then just press calculate. Very, very simple. And at the bottom here, as you can see, after all of Amazon's fees, right, so it's $8.21 in fees. That includes, by the way, the referral fee, which is what they charge you to sell on their platform, right? So it's like a little bit of a fee, like a 15% fee just to sell on their platform. $3.58 is a fulfillment fee, so that's the postage, getting the doll from the Amazon warehouse to the customer, all the customer service and stuff, and then 13p for warehouse storage fees. Okay? So all of that in total, that adds up to about £8.21, and at the end of the day, you're going to be taking home £21.79. Jack's asking, what about the cost of sending to the Amazon warehouse? Well, Jack, if you can fit 10 items in a box, it's going to be 50p per product. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Right now, at this stage, I just focus on trying to get a decent profit margin. Now, as you can see, this is only going to give us £1.79 at face value, okay? So it's £20 there from Tesco's. Take away all of our fees and everything, it's only going to make us £1.79. So that's not really a very good product. We might think, well, after Amazon's fees, we're not making any money. I had a question about VAT pop up as well, so you have to take that into account. And after that VAT, we'd probably be only making like not much at all. So we want to find stuff where there's quite a decent profit percentage. Okay, you want to be making, you know, at least say a fiver, £3, £4, £5 with a product like this that costs £20 at the source website. And then the thing is, let's just pretend for a second that this product was really good. I'm going to go into this in a little bit more detail in a second, but if you come over here and have a look at the bestsellers rank on Amazon, okay, in this case it's 215 in toys and games. This product, from experience, I can tell you this product probably sells at least 30 times a day. Okay, so let's just say you were making £1.79 per product. If you've got enough capital, send in a few into your account because you're going to be making a large volume of sales, okay? But right now, we're going to find something much more impressive, okay? I heard a few people worrying about VAT. It's £82,000 turnover before that even bothers you, so don't worry about it if you're just starting out. Figure out all that stuff later. For now, just focus on looking for profitable stuff, okay? So, we're going to keep going through this stuff in the toys section. This one's called Club Pets Caca Max, alright? I have no idea what it is, but I just want to know whether it's actually going to make me any money. So I'm copying and pasting the title into Amazon here. And we're going to try and find it here. So, wow, check this out, $49.99. We're buying it for £20. At face value, looks very, very, very good. Okay, so the first thing we need to check is, are we going to make any profit after fees? Well, I can just do that in my head. 15% for Amazon's referral fee, plus a couple of pounds for their fulfillment and things. You're going to be making easy profit with that. That we don't even need to use the calculator. I mean, we could do, and we'll probably find out you're making at least £18 profit with this. You know, it's something. Does anyone want me to run through the Fba Calculator again and show them how it works? Let me know yes or no. If you want me to go through the Fba Calculator again and show you how it works, see if we're making a profit. Okay, we've got a few yeses, okay, no worries. Right, so I'm going to go to the ASIN at the top here, grab it, copy and paste it into the Fulfillment by Revenue Calculator. Remember guys, to get to this, all you do is go into a new tab, FBA Calculator UK, okay? Very, very simple, type it into Google. This is Amazon's tool that they've given you for free, so you can instantly work out how much profit you're going to be making after all of their fees, okay? So we're going to paste the ASIN that we've just copied from either the URL at the top up here or the additional information down the bottom, which is around here, and we're going to paste it into the search bar, okay? Press search, and this one's being annoying because apparently the dimensions are all wrong and the person who created the listing has put annoying dimensions in. So what we're going to do is just estimate them. So let's say in centimeters it's 10 centimeters by 10 by 10. Okay, let's just estimate that for now because it's not going to be that different from that. Unit weight, let's say it's 2 kilograms. Okay, we're going to enter the price that we're going to be selling it for on Amazon. Okay, so that's $49.99 because that's the cheapest price and the price that the buy box seller currently has. Enter it into here, press calculate. £39.19 we're going to be getting in our pocket after all Amazon fees and everything. We've bought it on Tesco's for £20, okay? I mean, we're already making £19 profit, so who cares about a 50p charge to send 10 of these to Amazon in a box, right, for a £5. So that's incredible. We found a product. Now, we don't, again, you could send in 1 or 2 into your account, but if you're going to start spending large amounts of money on stock to send into your product, then you need to do a little bit more due diligence. Figure out whether this is a really good fit and a really good buying decision for your business, okay? See if this is going to make you repeat profit or see where it's never going to sell. Now, I just want to flip the camera for a second. Before we continue, guys, you can already see that this is going to make us money, okay? Now, Jack's actually just jumped the gun and guessed exactly what I'm going to be talking about next. Give Jack a few taps because he's bang on the money, guys. After you figured out exactly what kind of profit you're going to be making, after all Amazon's fees, you know that you can buy something cheap, you can sell it high, you can make a profit. Next part you need to figure out, guys, is whether this thing's actually ever going to sell. Okay, you don't just want to buy 10 of something, send it into Amazon's warehouse thinking, oh my god, this box of stock is going to make me £100, and it never sells. So the next thing we want to do is actually use probably one of the most revolutionary sales tools of all time, which Amazon has actually provided to us for free. Okay, I just want you to just pause for a minute and just realize how incredible this tool is. Now, it's called the Amazon Bestseller rank. If you imagine every single category on Amazon, okay, each one has got a different ranking system. Okay, rank 1 is the bestseller, sells the most amount of times in a day. Probably in toys and games, for example, it probably sells 100 times a day. All right. Every single category, each same sales rank is going to be different. Rank number 1 in health and beauty might only sell 70 times a day. You don't know. But just remember that you can use this tool to get an estimation of how quickly something is selling, right? You can get an estimation of sales volume, daily, short-term sales volume. So when you figured out whether your product is profitable, whether it's actually going to make you money after fees, next you need to figure out whether it's going to sell soon and use the Amazon sales rank. So I'm going to teach you now quickly a little bit about how to estimate sales volume, figure out whether the stuff you're going to buy is going to sell. So let's have a quick look. This dog toy here, we already know we're going to be making £19. So what we're going to do is scroll down, and as you can see, it will say bestsellers rank here on every single listing. If the products are sold before, there will be a bestsellers rank, and as you can see, it's about 72,000 in toys and games. Now, I know quite a lot about bestsellers rank because I've been selling for quite a long time, so I know that that's probably going to be selling, say, 3 or 4 times a week, roughly. Okay, so we know that that's going to sell. We know that that's going to make us some sales. Okay, it's not incredible. Like, you can get products that sell 10 times a day, 20 times a day, 50 times a day, 80, 100, 150 times a day. But, you know, we want to aim for something that's going to sell relatively fast. So how does this affect your buying decision? Well, you probably wouldn't want to buy, say, 10 of these, because remember, take into account there's other sellers selling them for the same price as well. So if this is selling, say, once every 2 days, and there's 2 sellers, if you come along, there's going to be 3 sellers, and therefore you're probably only going to get 1 sale every 6 days, because it's going to be shared between all 3 sellers and anybody else who wants to come along and compete. So what I recommend, guys, is you can go really, really deep into sales rank. You can just you can go analyze things to death, and there's a few formulas and things you can use to figure out to the day how many times these products are going to sell and how long it's going to take your products to sell. But for now, just try and aim for under 30,000 if you're going to be buying more than 1 or 2. Okay, so for this product, you could just buy 1 or 2, send it into Amazon's warehouse, and within like a couple of weeks, they're likely going to have sold. Okay, because, you know, the sales rank means it's sold before, it's on the ranking table, it's quite high. I mean, in toys and games, there's probably, what, maybe over 10 million products in the ranking system. So even 500,000 or 100,000, it means it's selling at quite a rate. It'd be better if it was less than 30,000 though, okay? So that's the basics of sales rank, guys. If it's under 30,000, you can buy more than 1 or 2. But we could buy one or 2 of this, send it in. Maybe it sells better than it predicts, you know, maybe it looks a bit better. But just bear that in mind, guys. Don't go out and spend a load of money until you know the daily sales volume. So awesome, we found a product. Guys, if you want, go out and buy 1 or 2 of these. I'm not going to use it. You guys can have all the products I find today. My gift to you. I love helping you guys make money. So there's one example. So let's keep going. Okay, let's keep having a look. And I'm going to show you a few more tools you can use as well, just to be extra safe and make sure you're making decent buying decisions. So this is something called RealFX. I've never seen it before in my life. It doesn't necessarily look like the best toy in the world, but hey, it's got a great review. So, you know, customers seem to like it. We're going to copy and paste it into Amazon, see if it's being sold or no. As you can see, I think this is the exact same product. Jack says he's going to check that product tomorrow and see 30 sellers. Yeah. 39 people on this Periscope broadcast will all have bought a dog from Tesco's. They're going to be wondering what's happened. So yeah, we've checked out this product, and as you can see, guys, if this is the same one, which I think it is, it's actually cheaper on Amazon. Amazon usually will have a very cheap price because they're pretty competitive and they want to make sales. Okay, so sometimes you have to keep looking and keep looking for stuff to sell. Let's have a look at this Kylo Ren Star Wars figure. Don't know how many of you guys have seen Star Wars. I thought it was great compared to the new trilogy 1 to 3. That's my opinion. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can analyse this, make a bit of cash off the Disney franchise. It's always good. Copy and paste it into the search bar. And if that's the same one, guys, we're not going to be making any money on that. Okay, so let's have a look. I mean, it's £30 here, and it's £38 on Amazon. So after fees and everything, it's not really going to work. So what do? We keep going, guys. Like I'm saying, 45 minutes a day could end up generating you potentially hundreds or thousands of pounds of profit a month if you're consistent and you just keep building up these products. I mean, what if you found one of these products with a decent sales rank and it sold, you know, 10 times a week and made you £5 profit each sale? An extra £50 a week, you buy 40. That's a decent monthly profit just off one product that's going to keep selling over and over again. Okay, so we've got a scooter here selling for £9. Amazon selling for 16. Now I can tell already this thing's big, it's bulky. Do we really want to buy like a few of them and send them into Amazon? It might be easier to look for something smaller, and FBA fees are going to be a little bit hefty because of the size. So let's have a look at something cheaper. Something a bit smaller. We've got a Star Wars thing. We've got another, some kind of pool. Let me see if I can find something. Here we are, Frozen. Anybody here got kids? If anybody here's got kids and knows that Frozen is just something that kids absolutely love, tap that screen, let me know. Because believe me, you can seriously make decent sales buying and selling Frozen products. So let's have a quick look, see what's going on with this. Awesome, got lots of people who know all about Frozen. I think it's got a great soundtrack. Right, let's try. Sometimes Tesco's jam in like one of their links when you copy and paste their product. I think they do it on purpose. Kind of clever. Let's have a look. Okay, so this one here, that's the same one. Oh, let's have a look. It's called Frozen Small Elsa Doll Flip and Switch Castle Exclusive. Yes, boys too. Absolutely. So we can see. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Frozen Small Elsa Doll Flip and Switch Castle Exclusive. It says exclusive on there, so it might mean that only Tesco sells this one. Okay, let's keep looking, guys. We're looking for stuff that is selling on Amazon right now, because then we can get analytics for it. If it's not selling on Amazon right now, we'll have no idea of whether it's going to sell in the future. Okay, so you want to be careful. Make sure you're buying stuff that looks like it's going to sell quickly. Have a look through. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky, guys. Hopefully my voice is nice and clear so you can listen to me if the camera's a little bit shaky whilst I'm looking through these. Let's have a little look. By the way, guys, if the connection's cutting out for you or anything, I'm going to grab this little pony thing. If the connection's cutting out for you, I believe with Periscope you can actually get a replay of every broadcast for 24 hours after it finishes. So you guys can just literally just replay the broadcast if you want to see little bits again. As sexy as usual. Awesome. I appreciate that. Okay. It's good for my ego. Okay, so this little pony thing, let's check it out. I don't know if it's selling. We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to see. It's called, you have to be very careful to make sure you're looking at the same product here. My Little Pony Equestria Girls Canterlot High. Place it. Let's have a look. You know what? Let's take away the read more from the URL up there. Try and find it. Oh, here we are. Okay. Selling for $24.99 plus $3.99 delivery. We're buying it for $24.99. No profit. Okay, keep going. Remember, guys, it's totally unrehearsed. This is how you should be looking for products. Just go, dive in, have a look around. I haven't prepared anything. I wanted to make this as raw and uncut as possible so you see how it looks like in real life. Okay, I could have lined up like, you know, 10 really good selling products from the internet and just wowed you with my incredible retail arbitrage skills, but it's not going to be like that. Some days you're not going to find anything, some days you're going to find loads of stuff, but you know, after a while you will find stuff that sells for a profit, like we already have. Okay, Ed asks a very, very good question. Why would somebody buy from Amazon when it's cheaper on... That's a great question actually, man. I'm going to pause it there actually for a second and just take a little bit of time to actually answer that question and deal with the mindset issue and the limiting beliefs that that question can sometimes bring up. Who said that? Because they're lazy and don't want to shop around. That is mainly the point, to be honest, guys. That is mainly the reason why, because people just don't look around online. They see something on Amazon. Now, you've got to remember, number one, if you're selling with FBA, you're able to sell to Prime customers, Amazon Prime customers. They're paying a subscription to buy stuff on Amazon and get it sent to their house within 2 business days for free. So a lot of the time they don't even care how much they're paying because they're getting their free delivery and they love Amazon's customer service. You get to leverage it if you use FBA. So you've got access to a whole load of customers who are paying to buy stuff from you. It's the perfect business model. Okay? And number 2, guys, stuff has different prices all over the internet. It really is. You could find something one day. I mean, just take one item. Take one item that I've shown you just now. Type it into Google and see how many different prices there are all over the internet. There's going to be, say, something selling for £40 on, say, let's say like John Lewis. It's selling for £40. On Tesco's, it's selling for £20. Do you think that John Lewis still makes sales on that product? Give me some taps if you think that John Lewis still makes sales on a product, even if it's £20 more than Tesco's. Yes. Whoever's tapping right now, you're a genius, because of course they do. It doesn't matter, okay? It's all down to how much you can buy for, how much you can sell for, how much your customers trust you, and whether they want to continue buying from you. And then they won't even bother looking around. So if you can leverage Amazon, then you've got a customer base already. You've got a brand people trust. You've got a customer service system people love. Awesome. Let's keep going, guys. I wanted to try and find you some really good products today. Guys, let me know if you'd like me to do this a little bit more periodically, maybe like weekly or something. Let me know if this is helpful. Is this helping you just illustrate how it works, or is this new to you? Let me know in the chat. Give me a bit of feedback. Tell me if it's new. Game Jam wants me to do it daily. Yeah, no worries, man. I haven't got anything else to do. Disney Frozen Fever singing Elsa doll. Let's have a look. Frozen stuff sells well. Awesome. So let's check it out, guys. It's probably, I mean, Frozen stuff's popular. Amazon know they want to be selling it for a decent price. $19.99, $13.50. All right, we don't know whether that is going to be profitable because there's a little bit of a tight margin there. Well, why not? Let's just have a quick look and double check. Because, guys, sometimes £2 a sale, if you're making that sale, you know, 10 times a day, which is not unusual for Amazon, then that's £20 a day off one product. You might as well have a look and see if you can find it. So I'm going to go over to my FBA calculator, my handy dandy FBA calculator, type in the ASIN, type in the product, the price we're going to be selling it for, which is £20 roughly, and then we'll be taking home £15.24. That is a total of about £1.50 profit. Probably not worth it. Let's face it, we want to be making a little bit more than that. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking, guys, okay? And I've been looking for how long now? Say half an hour. We've already found maybe a couple of products that we could use. Let's have a look for some more stuff that's going to be profitable to sell on Amazon. Okay, so we've got somebody asking me, what am I doing? That is a very, very good question. For those of you who've just joined me, what I'm doing is I'm showing you exactly how to search for products online from online e-commerce stores. Online stores like Tesco's and places like that, how to buy them cheap and sell them for more on Amazon. I'm going through and showing you real life examples of how I actually go about doing this, and it's basically how I've built up a business and sold over £275,000 of products on Amazon in the past year. So this is basically, I hope that answers your question. This is basically the process I go through. Nowadays I don't actually do this stuff myself, by the way, guys. I actually outsource it, because I believe that, you know, as you start to build in more income into your business, you should be leveraging other people's time. You shouldn't be doing everything yourself. So I've got actually VAs doing this for me, constantly round the clock looking for products for me to sell. And you know, guys, if you join the webinar tonight, you're going to learn how to do that as well. So we found something here, Disney Princess Kitchen, selling for £30. Have a quick look. We could probably make maybe a couple of pounds profit, you know, after fees and everything. But then again, guys, the sales rank isn't very good. Okay, so I'm determined to find you at least one thing that you'll be able to buy today. Send in your account if you so wish. Let's keep looking through. Star Wars Angry Birds. Now I know that stuff doesn't sell very fast from experience, so I'm going to skip it. Rupak says, it's a shame I've got to go somewhere, might offer to buy you coffee stands. Awesome. Let's have a look. We've got a huge Toyrific Cyber Splash water gun. Let's have a look at this. Summer's coming up, kids want water guns, so let's try and sell them some. Make sure I've copy and pasted the thing properly. Awesome. Let's have a look. And it's selling for here for about £8, so not much profit. Okay, let's keep looking. By the way, guys, if you've just joined me, tonight I'm doing a webinar on this whole subject, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar. Sign up now, and tonight I'm basically going to be teaching you how to generate consistent income selling products on Amazon. Okay, you're going to be sourcing them from places that you already have access to, like Tesco's, like I'm looking at now. We're going to be covering how to not only just make a couple of pounds, you know, every now and then, but how to continue to make consistent income by creating systems where you can actually automate this stuff and get other people looking for items for you, or just put in a little bit of time every so often to look for items, build systems in your business so it generates sales after sales, day after day, week after week, month after month. So guys, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar. If you haven't already signed up for the webinar tonight, I'm going to be teaching you, let's have a look at the slide, the 5-step hands-off method for selling on Amazon. Okay, that's basically what it's all about. So I hope to see you guys there. Right now, I'm giving you a little bit of a sneak preview, teaching you how to look for stuff online that you can actually resell. And this is kind of the bare bones stuff. You know, it takes a little while looking for products that we can make money on. But guys, this stuff works. Believe me. So we've got some prehistoric world dinosaur toys. Okay, selling for £7.50. On Amazon, are they selling? Let's have a look. We want to find the exact same product, remember, not something similar, something exactly the same. And it doesn't look like they have it, so we're not going to be able to get any stats on it. We're not going to be able to tell what price it's selling for or anything, so let's skip it, make it easier for ourselves, look for stuff that's actually already selling. Okay, so we can just offer our version of the product and get a slice of that revenue. It's already churning through Amazon day in, day out. So we've got a Minnie Mouse thing here, not really going to be very profitable. Keep looking, guys, it does take a while, this stuff. Disney Pixar Cars Stunt Racers. Let's have a look at that one. I'm going to go over to Amazon, copy and paste the title. Selling for the same price. Keep looking. Maybe we should try another site. Guys, if you've got any sources online, any e-commerce stores where you think you might be able to find some cheap stuff to resell on Amazon, type it in the chat and I'll help you. Have a look through that source to see if there's anything profitable on there. Any place where you think will be good to find stuff. Okay, we've got someone saying Smiths, Hot UK Deals. Any other ideas from you guys? I'm going to keep looking through Tesco's while you tell me where I should look online to find stuff to sell on Amazon. Currently looking at Tesco's, it's doing all right. We found a couple of things that might be profitable, but you know, we need a few more. We need a few more things. Toys R Us, great suggestion. Let's go there. Dino says Home Bargains is very good. Oh, it definitely is. Sapphire says Alibaba. I would definitely recommend you guys use Alibaba, but that's only when you want to get into private labeling and you've got, say, £3,000 or something to invest in building a product up from scratch, because you're going to have to make your own brand, you're going to have to market it properly to make sure it sells. Right now, if you want to create quick cash, quick profits, quick cash flow, if you don't have too much capital, you've only got a few £100s, this is the single best way to make money on Amazon. Okay, so Lego Duplo creative suitcase, sourced from Toys R Us. As you can see the logo up there. Let's go over to Amazon, copy and paste it in, see if we can make any money selling these. Selling for $28.99. 16,000 rank in toys and games. That's under 30,000. It's probably going to sell maybe once or twice a day. Very good. If we buy it for £19, we sell it for £29. This guy's only got 4 left in stock. So after he's sold out, it's going to go up to about £33. So let's say by the time we sent our stuff in, he's sent it all. Let's enter £33 into here, into the Fba Calculator, plus our ASIN, get a breakdown of the fees, calculate, 25.40. So we're going to be making £5 per sale with this Lego Duplo creative suitcase after all of Amazon's fees and everything else, set for maybe 50p for sending it into the warehouse. We're going to be making £5.48 profit, okay? Because we're taking home 25.48 in our pocket, and we know that this thing, because of the sales rank, is pretty low, 16,000. If you think there's probably about 12 million products in toys and games right now with a sales rank, 16,000 out of 12 million is pretty good. It's pretty low on the ranking system. This thing's going to be selling pretty fast. Okay, so let's have do a little calculation. Okay, I'm just going to take you over to my notepad. We've got a product here. Let me just sort out my pen. Got a product here that's making us £5 profit. Okay, can you guys see that? It's making us £5 profit per sale. Let's say it sells 5 times a week. Okay, that's £25 a week. Let's say that happens every month. That's £100 per month. All you've got to do, send in 20 of these toys from Amazon, and you can generate £100 a month. Okay, pretty simple. You know, £100 a month is not obviously a life-changing amount of money, but how long did that just take us, guys? Maybe half an hour to find that product? Half an hour work to make £100 a month is definitely okay with me. So let's just say we found 5 products just like that sell for £5 profit each time, sell 5 times a week, and just keep selling. That's £500 a month already. Okay, so you can see how this stuff actually starts to scale up. Let's just say we sent in a box of stock every week. Okay, maybe there's 30 or 40 products in that box you know is going to sell. You know it's going to make you profit, it's going to sell soon. After a couple of months, you're going to have an inventory full of stock that just keeps selling over and over again. And you can use Amazon's FBA systems to actually process all the orders, deal with all the customers, all the returns and everything. You've got a business where you've outsourced the most laborious systems in your business. Okay? So, I want to give you a special invite tonight, guys, to my webinar. It's a masterclass all about how to take these techniques that we're talking about now, how to build an Amazon business, go from 0 to generating, say, £1,000 a month. I've actually got a formula to show you exactly how to go about doing that, what action you need to take every day to actually make that a reality in less than 90 days. Okay, so let's just flip this around. I'll show you the link. Okay, so it's ecommercefreedom.com/webinar. All you need to do is enter that into your browser, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar, and hit register now, big green button. Okay, enter in your email, and at 8 PM tonight, we're going to be going live. Okay, you're going to be getting a live feed of my computer screen straight to your laptop. I'm going to be talking to you on this microphone exactly about how to set up your Amazon business and make it a consistent income. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little arbitrage session there. We found a couple of products that would make us money. One that would probably sell about 5 times a week, making us £5 profit each time. Let me know if that stuff was useful, guys. If you enjoyed this session, give me some taps and I'll do some more. Maybe we'll go a little bit more in depth. Maybe I'll find some more products for you all the time. Do a little bit of your work for you whilst you're researching products. Give me some taps if you found it useful, and I'll definitely do some more in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today. Awesome. Appreciate all those hearts. Awesome, guys. Jack's asking, what if we did sell 10 a week? What if there are 20 sellers? Jack, you only need to worry about the sellers who are selling it for the cheapest price. Then you can divide up the potential sales between them. Nay says, Ollie, you're awesome. Hey, Nay, how you doing? AJ, awesome. Cheers, Maloney. Cheers, Richard. Cheers, hey, apps. Julie, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. The Peony says, I pride. Is that a mistype or is that a new word that I don't know about? Oh, inspired. Awesome. AJ, nice use of Periscope. Hey, man. Cheers. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Cheers, guys. Awesome. So thanks a lot for joining me here. Tonight, we're going to be going a lot more in detail. I'm going to be teaching you a real incredible amount of content that's really going to get you actually learning everything you need to know about starting your Amazon business. And we're starting at 8 PM. So use that link I gave you, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar, and go on there, register, and I just can't wait to see you later, guys. It's going to be awesome. We've got a few people saying they're signing in tonight. That's great. Have a look out my window. How cool is this? Let me show you. Literally got a hotel room here. Brunch says, my daughter loves your voice. Oh, hey. That's awesome. Check this out. Overlooking a river. It's really nice. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit dark. But hey, this is my location. Hopefully you'll be joining me here tonight for a masterclass. Thanks a lot for being here, guys. Katie says, thanks again. Battery kept going. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be a replay you can actually watch on Periscope straight away as soon as I've finished. So you can watch that for 24 hours of this if you want to get a few more tips, probably in slightly better quality than you would have streamed it for. So watch that if you want to go through this again. Someone just asked me how long the webinar is going to be tonight. Probably around an hour, something like that. So yeah, I'm not going to keep you for too long. I'll cram a lot of content in, so make sure you take notes. And I can't wait to see you there, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Give me a few hearts. I'm going to say bye. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to do a few more of these because you guys responded really well. And I really enjoyed your company. It was fun. Awesome, dudes. Cheers for joining in. Take care, guys. See you tonight on the webinar. I'm probably looking forward to it, actually. I've got so much awesome content for you. In fact, let me give you a little sneak preview of something that I'm going to be showing you tonight. This is exciting. If you guys haven't seen this before, this is a product that I found in a Robert Dyer store for £5, selling for $39.99, and it was selling so fast. It was selling like literally a few of them were selling in an hour. So I went out and bought 26 from all the Robert Dyers in the whole of the UK, basically went around buying all of them, generated £728 in my first week. So that's the kind of power you're gonna have access to if you join me tonight on the webinar, guys. Starting in around about 45 minutes, ecommercefreedom.com/webinar, okay? Thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you on the webinar tonight.